recently Nintendo has partnered with a company called DeNA. That's D, lowercase e, N A. And what they're doing is they're going to try to establish a mobile gaming kind of feel with Nintendo properties. So we're probably going to be able to expect things like Mario or Zelda or maybe Metroid, hopefully, Star Fox, fingers crossed, or what was the other game I was gonna say? Oh come on, I forgot what the other game was. But anyways, pretty much Nintendo properties on tablets and smartphones and pretty much anywhere you can find mobile devices. And the reasoning for this, and let's be honest, that they have the handheld market pretty much packed. It's there. I mean, with the release of Majora's Mask, 3D, and just a whole bunch of other games on the Wii, not the Wii U, the Nintendo 3DS XL, which is a pretty good success from the margin I've seen. They pretty much got the mobile gaming market pretty much packed. I mean, it's Nintendo. I mean, they've been pretty good at mobile gaming, but let's be honest. I love my Wii U, but they don't really have a pretty good footing with the Wii U in general. And I've been reading this article on Polygon because I'm stupid like that. I don't even like Polygon, but it's the first place I found this article, and whatever. So, you know, Nintendo is partnering with DeNA, let's just call them DeNA, to make mobile games. A market where free to play is the dominant business model, but two companies may go in a different direction entirely. And this is what the CEO, and I apologize if I pronounce his first name wrong. Satoru Iwata, this was during the investors Q&A of last week, and basically Iwata said he doesn't really like the term free to play. God bless him. I mean, seriously, I don't either. And he feels that the phrase gives a degree of insincerity to customers. And again, God bless him. This is coming from an atheist. God bless him, because I don't like the free to play model. I think it's screwed up, but that's for another rant for another time. And from what I've seen of the codename NX, they're calling this new console NX. They're going to be trying to adopt a new kind of shift. And he said in the interview with Time, instead he believes so-called free-to-play titles could more accurately be described as free to start. And I'm guessing that they're going to try to shy away from the whole free-to-play thing that plagues mobile gaming like way too often. And from what I'm seeing, they plan to release the first mobile game from partner Nintendo with DeNA. The first mobile game to be planned to be released is going to be by the end of this year. So I'm actually pretty excited to see this, because again, I love my Wii U, I really do, but I'd like to see if Nintendo has another direction for anything. Like, the Wii U hasn't really sold that well, but I don't think that it's doing as bad as people like, as bad as video game doomsday theorists like the Panda has. It's stable, but not to the point where it's, really high up. I mean, the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One are outselling it. I mean, we know why. I mean, both of those consoles, let's not beat around the bush, they're interchangeable. They have a very, and even with that, even if I don't like those consoles because they're both basically the same, one of the big things about Microsoft and Sony when it comes to the gaming market, they have a better relationship with third-party developers. Nintendo doesn't, and that's kind of their fault, and it's kind of the other person's fault too, because The Wii has a lot of potential. It has really big potential, but nobody likes seeing it, and that's the problem. The Wii U is very powerful. I mean, all the things that people like to complain about, like for example, there was a time, and there still is, people complain that the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4 can't play in 1080p or some shit like that. I don't know. I don't care about resolution, but I've seen that the Wii U can play games, and I've experienced them in 1080p, and they do look great. I mean, I don't expect my games to look like fucking art galleries. I mean, if you really expect every single game to look good and you only want it to look good, then go find an art gallery, go to an art museum, because you obviously only care about how the game looks. And again, that's for another rant for another time. But anyways, I'm really looking forward to this because I understand that a lot of people are. It's pretty much 50-50 on each side. A lot of people are saying that they don't want Nintendo to be on the mobile market side. They want Nintendo to stay like Nintendo. But there's a lot of people who are saying no, they should branch out. And I'm kind of in the middle. Nintendo should stay like Nintendo, but they should do something different with the technology that they have. Like, they can still be Mario like. They can still be Zelda like. They don't have to let those IPs go, people. I mean, understandably, yes. Those are very tired, really worn out IPs. But that's Nintendo. That's like saying that, again, if you're going to say that Mario and other, like Zelda or Mario or any other, like, really big game franchise that's been around for a while, then I have a bridge in Brooklyn I'd like to sell to you. And also, Call of Duty and Final Fantasy would like to say hello to you if you're going to say some shit like that. But my problem is that, yes, Nintendo does need to have a very good relationship with third-party developers, and this is a good start. This is a very good start. And them going mobile is gonna feel awkward. It is. I mean, I wouldn't care so long as it feels like Nintendo's behind this and not just they're in the shadows of DeNA. I really want them to be a little bit in charge here. Like, I want them, yes, I want them to stay Mario like, I want them to stay Zelda like, but at the same time, I'm not a Nintendo fan to the point that I'm oblivious to whatever they do. I love freaking Nintendo. Everybody loves Nintendo, but we really love to see them branch out. And that's just what I want to say about this whole thing. That they do need to branch out to other people. They do need to have a better relationship with third-party developers. They do need to have a better relationship to other consumers other than just their own Nintendo consumers. And that's really counterproductive because I don't think Nintendo needs to be like PlayStation or Microsoft because they'll just make them interchangeable. They have their own gaming market. And you can argue the success of that you want. Nobody really wants to care about the exclusives for the Xbox or PlayStation because I don't really want to play a glorified tech demo. Like, there's something wrong when the Order 1886 is somehow a launch title and it's been released like a few years after the release of the PlayStation 4. Like, there's really something wrong when the game is really short. It's obviously trying to show off what the console can do, and it's not necessary. I mean, the game looks great. Yes, it looks fucking great, but it's to the point where people actually start to question: do we really need games like this anymore? Games that show off a lot of things. Like, going back to let's harp on Nintendo again. In the SNES and the NES, Super Mario World was basically a tech demo for the SNES, and it was a complete game for its time. Like, you can have your Dead Risings or Rome, Rise of whatever, You can have your Killzone Shadowfalls, your infamous Second Son, which actually is a pretty good game, even though, again, it's tech demo, basically. You can have your tech demo showing off, but you need to understand that, you know, you need to do more with just that. And that's what I think Nintendo does with their games. Even though people won't like seeing Nintendo consoles only having Nintendo games on them, they want more. And that little tangent, even if it was a tangent, is still necessary. Nintendo needs to have a better relationship with third party developers. This is Grand Retro Circus. Bye bye.